These are the best vacuum deals of the Amazon Big Spring Sale. We're starting out with the Roborock Q7 Max. Now I'm recording this before these prices go live, so actually this is going to be $189, not $199. And throughout the video, you might see a slightly different price on screen than the actual price on Amazon. Now Roborock is, in my opinion, one of the top brands. And at more than 1/3 off, I think this is a really good deal. This is a mopping and sweeping robot. Now it's got 4,200 pascals of suction and the single brush roll design, which is quite good at anti-tangle. And the Roborock app is pretty good too. You can adjust the water flow. You've got 30 different levels of water flow. You can schedule your cleaning and you can set up no-go zones and invisible walls really easily. And it's pretty good on carpet and also on hardwood. And it has LiDAR mapping and navigation. And if you want something a little bit more powerful, the Q8 Max is going to be $259. That's going to be 56% off. It has a little bit more suction at 5,500 pascals. You can mop and vacuum simultaneously. And this one has a dual brush roll design, which means it is a little bit more anti-tangle and just a little bit better at sweeping. Now, if you're a little bit lazy like me and you want a dock, the Roborock Q5 Pro is going to be $299. That is the best price it has been all year. That's a 57% discount from the normal of $699. Again, you get the excellent Roborock app and you get a dock so that you don't need to empty the bag for up to 7 weeks. You get the dual brush roll design again, and it has 5,500 pascals of suction. It has LiDAR navigation, and you can map multiple levels of your home. This is a great buy. I'm going to put the links for everything down below in this video, but you can also visit my online Amazon storefront, where I'm going to have lists so that you can pick and choose and sort of go through my recommendations. Now moving up, if you want something a little bit newer, the Roborock Q8 Max Plus. It's not going to be $659. It's going to be $399. That's the best price to date in 2025. You can get it in black or you can get it in white. It's automatic self-emptying and it holds up to 7 weeks of dust. You can also tailor the water flow, so you can go all the way from 30 different levels of water flow. And it has 5,500 pascals of suction. It has the dual brush roll design. And again, it is pretty anti-tangle with this dual brush roll. These are rubber. And this has a LiDAR smart navigation and reactive tech obstacle avoidance. The Roborock Q Revo S is part of their newer Q Revo lineup. This is going to be $459. That is almost half off. You get the spinning mop design and you have a more advanced multi-function dock. Of course, it's self-emptying. It has a detachable base. You can have it automatically refill the robot with water. The mop pads spin at 200 RPM and you get 7,000 pascals of suction. One of the things I like is that you get auto mop lifting so that it'll lift the mops up 10 millimeters. So you're not going to get your carpet wet. And you also get the reactive tech obstacle avoidance. Now this does not have a camera in it, which means you're going to protect your privacy just a little bit better. And at $459, this is going to be the best price of the year, lower than previously by 8%. Now we're not just doing Roborock, we're going to talk about Dreame and other excellent brands, but Roborock has some of the best deals and they are an excellent brand. The Q Revo Master uses some of Roborock's newest technology. At $799, this is the best price you've seen it all year. Normally it's about $1,400. You get this multi-function dock with hot water mop washing, intelligent dirt detection, and hot air drying. And what I love about this is you get the flexi arm technology, which means that this little brush comes out to the side and clean along your baseboards and get into corners. It's super effective and it's super good. It really works. You got 10,000 pascals of suction and it has dual spinning mop pads. Now this one does have a camera and it can detect up to 62 different types of objects. And when you get a camera, you get much better obstacle avoidance. The Roborock S8 Max V Ultra is Roborock's flagship model from last year. $1499? You can get it for $999, which is a fantastic deal for an excellent robot. It is one of the best tested robots that we have ever tested. Yeah, that's a little repetitive. You get the 8-in-1 Rock Dock, silly name, but you get intelligent dirt detection, you get hot air drying, you get auto dust emptying, you get hot water mop washing. And again, you get this flexi arm technology, which is really excellent at getting into corners. It really does a good job. You get 10,000 pascals of suction with this dual roller design. It's pretty anti-tangle. And you get the Vibra-Rise 3.0 mopping system, which is a sonic mop. It vibrates up and down. And if you want a spinning mop, they're pretty good, but this is pretty good too. I think they're pretty equivalent. It has a camera, which means you get the reactive AI 2.0 obstacle recognition. They've got a lot of firmware updates since they introduced it, and it is very good at avoiding obstacles, including pet poop. At $9.99, this is a fantastic deal. Next, we're moving on to Dreame, and they've got a special right now. It is $9.99 for the X40, which is an excellent mopping robot vacuum. I really like this one. I've tested it extensively. You get 12,000 pascals of suction. You've got a really great dock with auto emptying, hot air drying, auto water refill, and the battery lasts up to 3,300 feet, and it charges pretty quickly too. And you also get 158-degree mop self-cleaning. So you got a cleaning, and the washboard is self-cleaning too. What I really like about this is that you have options when you're mopping. You can have the spinning mop pads lift 10 millimeters for carpets, or you can leave the mops behind in the base station so that your carpets stay completely dry. It has excellent navigation and obstacle avoidance. We've tested it extensively. It actually avoids pet poop really well. And if you use my coupon down below, you'll get an extra 5% off. That's another $50 off. The coupon code is VacuumX40. If you want one of the best mopping robots that you can buy right now, it's the Dreame X50. And it just came out, so normally it's $16.99, but right now it's going to be $13.99. And again, I've got a coupon that's going to give you an extra 5% off, bringing it to $13.29. That's an excellent deal for an absolute flagship mopping robot. With a crazy trick, the X50 is able to go over thresholds up to 2.36 inches. So if you have doorways or you have thresholds between rooms, this is going to be able to go over them pretty seamlessly. It lifts the entire chassis. It's called the ProLeap system. Also has their most sophisticated navigation system with a turret on top so that it can map your whole room, but it can also go under obstacles, under furniture like my stove with ease. It's called the VersaLift navigation system. Another big thing is you've got this dual brush roll design that is very good eliminating tangled hair, especially longer hair. You got dual spinning mop pads, and you got a side brush as well that pops out and is very good for getting into corners and also getting into sides. And also, one of the mop pads moves out to the side so that you can mop the sides of your home too, right up to the baseboards. The X50 is one of the very best robots we've tested this year. I really recommend it, and for this price, only until March 31st, it's a pretty good deal. Now, if those robots are too much money, the iRobot Roomba robot vacuum is a great deal at only $149. That's almost half off. Yes, it's an entry-level robot that vacuums and mops in a single pass. You've got an edge sweeping brush, you got a central brush roll, and a microfiber mop. Now, there's no dock, but it does clean in nice, neat rows. And at this price, on Amazon, that's one of the best deals you're going to find on a mopping robot. Also, the iRobot Roomba Combo i5 is a great deal at $199. That is 43% off. It's a little bit more powerful. You can set it to vacuum only or vacuum and mop. You got this edge sweeping brush, and you got a dual multi-surface pair of brushes, and this microfiber style mop pad. It does have a navigation system so it can map your home, and it has dirt detect technology. Now, we'll bump into things from time to time, but if you're looking for a basic good sweeper, $199 is a pretty good deal. The iRobot Roomba Vacuum 2 is the best price it's been all year, the lowest price. It's going to be $249 or maybe a little bit better. I'm making this video before these sales go live, so the prices might change a little bit. So this one has a dock, and you get the 3-stage floor cleaning system. It'll hold dirt for up to 60 days, and it'll navigate under furniture and around furniture. If you're looking for a super good deal, the eufy Robot Vacuum 11S Max, it's going to be $129. $129 is one of the most affordable robot vacuums that you can possibly buy. Now, this is top rated by CNET. It's got Boost IQ technology, which means that when it goes over carpet, it's going to ramp up the suction. It has edge cleaning, spot cleaning, and a quick clean button on top too. Now, you don't get a base station, but this is a super good deal if you want a basic vacuum that's going to do a good job. And eufy is a brand that I really like. The eufy X8 Pro Robot Vacuum is a great deal at $219. That's over 50% off. You get 4,000 pascals of suction. You get this detangle style brush roll, and you get iPath laser navigation. Now that's not Saturn, but it sure looks like him. Now eufy has a pretty decent app that you can customize. You can do multiple floors of your house, and you can specify water flow, how much suction you're going to use. And it's pretty good on carpets too. If you're looking for a wet dry vac, the Roborock F25 is brand new. I just tested it. It is excellent. Now it normally is $399, but until March 31st, it's going to be $299. That's $100 off. And it is so good with wet and dry messes, and it has an anti-tangle technology which works really, really well. It's very effective. Now it's pretty easy to move around because the water is right on the head, so all the weight is down by the floor, so it makes it pretty easy to move. It has a dirt detect smart sensor, so it can figure out when you've got a mess on your floor. And at the dock, it auto cleans with hot water, and it dries really, really quickly. They say 5 minutes. I think it's more like 10, but it's really quick. Normally it's $399, but until March 31st, it's going to be $299, $100 off. There's a higher end version of the F25 called the F25 Ace. One of the main differences is that you get these powered wheels, and it makes it really, really easy to move it back and forth. It has the same basic capabilities as the F25, such as zero tangle, and it's very streak free. They're both 20,000 pascals of suction. It can clean up pretty much any mess, and the head swivels 70 degrees. But with the Ace, you also get an app, so you can adjust the water flow, and it has auto detergent dispensing, so you don't really need to figure it out on your own. Normally it's $549, but it's going to be 20% off at $439. And there's a higher end version called the F25 Ace Combo. So it comes with a cordless stick vac and hand vac, but you can basically clean everything if you don't already have a cordless vacuum. And with all of these, you have 180 degree lay flat cleaning. That means the tank doesn't leak water. Normally this is $749, but until March 31st with the deal, it's going to be $637. We already talked about the high-end Dreamies, but if you're looking for something a lot more affordable, the Dreame D10 Plus, it's the Generation 2, has a self-emptying base and 6,000 pascals of suction, and right now it's $259. So it has the style of flat mop pad. It has a pretty big water tank, and you get 3 different adjustable levels of water flow. You get a side brush too. Now you get 6,000 pascals of suction, which just a couple of years ago was flagship level. And this Dreame brush roll is pretty good at anti-tangle. So it comes with a LiDAR navigation, which means it's pretty decent at obstacle avoidance. No camera though, so if you're concerned about security, this is the way to go. If you like the Dreame brand, this is a great way to get into a robot vacuum that's not too expensive. Now the SwitchBot K10 Plus is a small little robot, but it's at the best price it's going to be for a long time. I think all year. It's only $199 right now. So because it's small, you're able to get under all kinds of furniture and get into tight places really, really effectively. And this thing is super quiet. It does have LiDAR navigation, but here's a comparison of how small it is compared to their larger S1 Plus. The base station has 4 liters of automatic dust collection. That's good for about 70 days. And you have 2,500 pascals of suction. It's not super strong, but at this price, it's pretty good. In the app, you can set no-go zones. You actually do have voice control with Alexa. The app is basic, but it works well, and it has a LiDAR navigation system. The Dreame X30 is their flagship robot from a couple years ago. I know we're jumping around a little bit, but these deals are coming up as I'm making this video. This is not going to be $13.99. This is going to be $7.99, which is maybe the lowest it's ever been. So you get a hands-free base station. You got auto mop washing with hot water mop washing, auto emptying, mop self-cleaning, and hot air drying. Now it can detect dirt on your floor, so when it's mopping, it's going to find that, and then it's going to go back to the base station. It's going to clean the mops and send the robot out again. The eufy S1 Pro, I've tested extensively. I've had this in my house for months. It's now $11.99. It might be a little bit lower when this actually goes live, so come check it. If you value mopping, this is one of the very best out there. It has a roller style mop pad, and it has dual reservoirs in here, so as it's cleaning, it's going to suck up the dirty water and put it into a dirty water tank. So it's cleaning the mop pad as you're going. And this is definitely a superior style of mop pad to the spinning style or the vibrating style. It has very good obstacle avoidance. It's quite solid. It does have a camera. You get a multi-function base station that basically does everything. Now, the only thing it's not quite as good at is pickup on carpet. It has 8,000 pascals of suction, but it's not quite as good as the Dreame or the Roborock. Now it's time to talk about stick vacuums. Aren't you excited? This is the new Levoit LVAC 300, and this is super popular on Amazon. It already has 5,400 sales. Now, I just got one. I'm going to test it soon, but I was so impressed with their entry-level one. But what I like about Levoit is you get high performance for an excellent price, and at $249, that's the best deal it's been yet. What I really like about the brand is that they have sealed canisters. So as you've got these allergens, you got pet dander, dust, and all that kind of stuff, it goes into the canister and it stays there because the canister itself is actually sealed. And the suction power is quite strong. It's not as good as the Dyson, but it's pretty decent. But the other Levoit is the LVAC 200. This is a more affordable vacuum. $149. This is one of the best prices you're going to see it at all year. Again, you get that sealed canister up here, which I really like. You get about 45 minutes. You also get the anti-tangle head, and it's pretty easy to pop out the head to clean it up if you do get any hair on it. It has pretty solid suction, and I compared it to a Dyson V15, and while it's not as good as that, it's basically a quarter of the price. If you want another affordable vacuum recommendation, this is not cordless. This has got a cord. It's the Shark Navigator NV360. This is an excellent vacuum, a lot of power in here, and you do get a sealed canister, which I really like. In other words, the dust and the allergens and stuff is going to stay inside the vacuum. If you've got a lot of carpet, you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a great way to go. You've got a handle that lifts out so you can do your furniture. You could even use it in your car, anywhere that you want to do a little up close and personal cleaning. And of course, it's great with sofas and furniture and all that kind of stuff too, with this little handle that pops out. One of my favorite brands, probably my favorite brand in the cordless vacuum category, is Dyson, and they rarely come on sale, but I got some good news for you. This is the OG. This is the Dyson V8. So this has a lot of suction. It comes with the motor bar head. You also get this pet hair tool, which is really good. You get a combination tool, the crevice tool, and a wall dock. And this motor bar head is really good if you got carpets, if you got any kind of sand and stuff like that. It creates the suction. It has these seals on the bottom, so it creates the suction on a hard surface that is really exceptional at pickup. And of course, if you just want to use it as a hand vacuum, it works great that way too. And this pet hair tool is anti-tangle. Now, if you want to splurge, the Dyson V15 is actually my favorite cordless vacuum ever. It's excellent. It's $5.99 right now, and that is a great deal because normally it's $7.49 and sometimes even a little bit more. You get this fluffy roller head with a laser on here, and it actually really works. It's not a gimmick. You can really see all the dirt in your house. So if you're OCD and you got a lot of hard surfaces, this is great. You also get the motor bar head, and you get an LCD display that shows you exactly how much power you've got, and you can move between the different power modes, including auto. Now, if you got a lot of pets around your house, which I do, these are really, really good. If you want to step it up a notch, the Dyson V15 Detect Submarine gives you wet, dry mopping as well. So in addition to all the other attachments we just talked about with the Dyson V15, you get the motor bar, and you get the submarine head and the fluffy laser head. So normally this is $9.49, but this is the best deal I've seen yet. It's $7.98. And this is the lowest it's been this year. Now, if you don't want cordless, if you want a cord, the classic Dyson ball is now at $2.99. Normally it's $3.99. So that's 25% off. And this is a classic big vacuum that does a great job. It has a ton of power. You've got a cord on there, so you're never going to run out of juice. You get this motor bar style head, very good at anti-tangle. And what I like about Dysons is they all have really good filtration, and they don't get you don't let the dirt back into the air because they've got sealed canisters. So the Shark ZU102, the Shark Rotator, is at a great price. It's $229 right now. Normally it's $279. This is an excellent upright style vacuum. Again, all Sharks have sealed canisters. You get a lot of suction because it's got a cord. You've got this 12-foot reach with this hose. It's very good for pet hair pickup on your furniture. You get the Shark odor neutralizer technology. You get multiple different attachments like this flat tool. You get, of course, a crevice tool. And you get these power fins, which are really good on carpet. Now, the Shark Stratos is one of the better corded vacuums I've tested. Right now it's $2.99. It does everything that the Rotator does, but it's more powerful. You get this lift away technology so that you can basically go under furniture really quite easily. I like this. You get a multitude of attachments, including a pet hair tool, And what I really like is this duo clean power fin technology that they have. So you've got this roller over here that kind of polishes your hard surfaces, your hard floors, and then you've got this power fins that goes into carpet. It's very effective. Now, sometimes these prices do change, so what I recorded in this video today might be a little bit different by the time you actually see the video. You can go to my Amazon storefront, which I'm going to link right down below, and if you want to stay updated with all the latest vacuum deals, go to vacuumnerds.com. I'm starting up a monthly newsletter soon. See you in the next one.